Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game, Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they react. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball first today. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. Someone we are looking forward to see how he fits into and leads this offense. From the gun, it's Walker. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The fake wants to throw. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Kyle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Rush is on. Left side is Kyle. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point.
There he goes! Into the house! Touchdown Sooners! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs to be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And here comes Jonas Walton. Man, are they ever glad that he decided to put off the NFL for one more season and stay in school, and they believe it is going to pay off big time.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about the running back spot and just having the senior leadership at that spot. A dude that's got experience, playmaking. They said when he talks, everyone in the huddle listens. So I know this offense is going to give him the football early and often. And Palmer, they're going to count on him in all the big moments.
And you don't see a lot of running backs drafted in the first round like we used to see, David, but this guy has a chance to be that guy in the next NFL draft. He could be a first rounder. He's got the vision. He's got the burst. He can make people miss. He's got speed, can catch the ball, can block, and do all those things. And he is so excited to remind everybody just how good he is today.
Selling the fake. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Runs through the tackle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. To the ground. He's got it again. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense, you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally. It just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wants to throw. It's Gee. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. rid of it on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's now up to 58 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Out wide right, it's Hale.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Hale.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Splits the uprights. It's good. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Burton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Walton. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Gee. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Hits inside, it's Walton. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now on the counter. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had...
Oh, it's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy, right? He's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Right on target this time. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Walton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Gee. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The run inside. It's Walton. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and long here. Rides to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Gee. Left side, it's Burton. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his target. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback thinks this is a free play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see what...
Lots of room to run. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Gee. Makes the grab over the middle. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this will be a bit of a challenge. A 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 6 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Finds his man. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Walton. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it in his belly. They put the brakes on it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Makes the grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try the counter, fighting off the defender. Enough to move the chains. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness to him.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Walker. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good timing on the quick out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On the ground with the counter. Knocked down immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Dropping back, it's Gee. Finds his target down the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the comeback is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Walker. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. Rams him with the stiff arm. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Got out of trouble and throws. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to pass, it's Gee. Rush right in his face. Turns it upfield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Snap in the shotgun. Escapes the pressure going right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and create.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. A quick pass to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action. Look out. Gets it to the back. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work.
Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Sells to fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. First down, he'll keep it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Now remember, despite giving up that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, but they need the touchdown and the 2 points. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Out wide left, it's Dell. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Motion from the wideout. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback keep. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Sets his feet. It's Gee. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most? He wants to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Under pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. After this, it'll be a wrap. Hits inside, it's Walker. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as